In this video, I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful little leaf rubbing garland. This is a beautiful way to bring the outdoors inside. It's a great project to do after a nature walk. We're going to collect some fall leaves and then do some rubbings with some crayons with our leaves and show the beautiful leaves and then mount them on some paper and hang them into a garland. This makes a lovely little fall decoration and it's fun to make. I'm going to walk you through it step by step all the way through. Now before we get started, be sure and hit the subscribe button to get all the latest Sparkle and Splatter video updates. I share project tutorials like this one for all the different seasons and holidays of the year, and we do all kinds of fun things on this channel. So if you haven't subscribed yet, be sure and hit the subscribe button and get all the latest Sparkle and Splatter video updates. For this project, you're going to need some fall leaves. Now I collected these from outside. This is part of the activity and part of the fun, but just a handful of them. No particular shape or size, just anything that you like that you see. We're also going to need some plain paper. Now this is just some printer paper, and I chose this type of paper specifically because it's very thin. So the texture from the leaves when we do our leaf rubbing will show all the details of it. If the paper is too thick, it's harder to do, okay? So I just grabbed a couple of sheets of that. I grabbed some crayons. This is what we're gonna do our leaf rubbings with. And this is perfect for all those little crayon stubs that you may have laying around. A good time to use them up. I just grabbed some orange, red, and green, just some fall kind of colors. And then if you want to, and I thought this looked extra pretty, grab a couple sheets of construction paper in some fall colors. Again, the yellow, orange, red, green, and we're gonna mount our leaf rubbings to this, and it'll just give everything a nice little pop of color, but also make, when we hang it in our garland, make it a little bit sturdier also. You're gonna need some yarn. I just chose some orange for fall, a pair of scissors, a hole punch so we can string up our leaves, and then you can use some glue, or I have a tape dispenser here that it's a double-sided tape dispenser. You can find these at the craft store or like the stationery aisle, but these make it really fast and you don't have to wait for it to dry. But glue is fine, whatever you want to use to glue your leaf rubbings onto your construction paper. So to begin, I have just like a paper towel just to protect my surface, or you could use a scrap piece of paper. And we're going to take one of our sheets of the printer paper and then just grab one of your leaves from your leaf pile that you collected. And then what we're going to do is lay the paper down. Now this leaf is kind of crunchy, so I want to make sure it's laying nice and flat underneath. And then we're going to grab one of our crayons and we're just going to start doing our leaf rubbing. Now you can kind of see where the leaf is if you press on it, it's starting to make some indentations. And we're just going to start making our leaf rubbing, okay? And the leaf will be revealed. Now I like to go a little bit light at first and just kind of establish where the leaf is, but you can kind of get it more saturated with color and add layers. You can sort of build the layers on. I find that that's kind of the best effect that I can get for my leaf, okay? And then we're just gonna go back and forth with our crayon. Make sure you get all those points too, because that's what makes that leaf. This is a maple leaf, so that makes it extra pretty if you can kind of capture those points. But just lay down some layers of color until your leaf looks how you want it. And I'm just gonna zoom in a little bit better so you can see that. And then, and the more you do, the more you'll have a bolder looking leaf, okay? The next thing we'll do is we're going to kind of scoot this out of the way and we're gonna cut our leaf out. And we're just gonna come around and just kind of cut our leaf out, okay? So now we have our leaf rubbing, and you can grab any of your sheets of paper. I'm gonna grab the green. We're gonna do something contrasting here. And I'm gonna take my little tape dispenser and just kind of, you do the same thing with glue, just kind of add some tape or glue. Whatever you have on hand works great for this project, okay? And then flip it over and then just sort of mount it onto the colorful paper, okay? Then we're gonna take our scissors and we're just gonna go around, leaving a little bit of a border. See how I'm just very quickly going around my leaf, leaving just a little bit of a border. Okay, No sharp edges, just kind of go around there, okay? And then we have our first leaf. So then we're going to just repeat this for a couple more leaves, as many as you want for your garland. Try mixing up the colors that you mount it to. And then when we come back, we'll have a couple more leaves and we're going to string them into a beautiful garland. Okay, I went ahead and repeated this process for the other colors that I had. So I have one of each construction paper color, and I kind of mixed up the crayon colors. So I have some nice little leaf rubbings, and they all have little colorful frames around them. So the next thing we're going to do is punch some holes in each one. And I'm going to come in a little closer, and we're going to punch 2, okay? That will keep our leaves more anchored, okay? So grab your hole punch, and you're just going to go to the top. So the bottom is the stem, obviously. So we're going to go to the top here and just punch 2 holes side by side, okay? We're going to do that for each one of our little leaves, just 2 holes side by side. So 1 and 2, okay? So once you have all of them done, now I only have 4. You can make a whole garland of these to stretch across a room or a window. It's totally up to you. I did 4. We're just going to do a little short one here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our yarn, and if you're having trouble with the yarn kind of like twisting apart, just give it a fresh cut and that will help send it through our holes. Okay, what we're going to do is start from the back and we're going to bring it up and then go back down into the other hole like that, and then just push it aside. I cut a piece of yarn. This is about 2 feet long, I would estimate. If you have more leaves, cut yourself a larger piece. And then just repeat for our other leaves. So we're going to come up from the back and then go back down. And push it aside, and then we're going to come up, go back down, and then our last leaf, come up from the back and go back down, okay? And that is pretty much it for our garland. Now let me zoom back out so you can see our garland all together. Now they're all kind of overlapping, so you want to kind of arrange them a little bit. And there is our leaf rubbing garland, and it looks absolutely beautiful. And this is a nice little nature project. You can bring some outdoors inside a little bit and do something creative. So that is how you make a beautiful leaf rubbing garland. Thanks so much for watching, and be sure and click the subscribe button to get all the latest Sparkle and Splatter video updates. Bye everyone, and happy crafting!